Right, just try to give you a real life example of customer relation management software, just again to make this a bit more real for you. So, as well as working at the school, I also work for an organisation called the Teacher Development Trust, and part of my job is to get other schools to join that organisation. And one of the ways that we do that is we use a customer relations piece of software called Salesforce. It's quite a popular one across various businesses and charities. So Salesforce basically does everything that it says on this slide here. So it's used to keep details of different contacts, history of contact with customers and things like that, and leads, people who are potential customers that I need to follow up on. Now, just like in the last video, I'm not going to show you each section because it has people's details in, but you can get an idea about what it's like here. So every time I come across a school that might be interested in joining the organisation, I would click on leads and I would add their details into there. So I put the name of the person who is the contact, the address of the school, in this case, because I'm dealing with schools. And I put all of that in there along with the phone number and details of any conversation that I've had and where they found out about it and things like that. So that goes into leads there. And what that means is that that can be followed up on. So if I've not heard anything from that school after maybe a week or something like that, this will just flag up a little reminder for me or for other people in the office to say that there's a school who was interested, who hasn't made contact since. And that reminds us to get in touch with them and just say, is this something that you're still looking to join? So it gives us those reminders. Now, every time I send an email, whether it's to a school who wants to join or a school who's already part of the organisation, then what I will do is I will add the details of that to their account. So in the account, there's an account for each school set up in here. So I will add the email that I've sent or that I've received into that account there. Now, I don't actually have to log into Salesforce to do that, because from Gmail, I've got a little plugin, a Salesforce plugin, that allows me to tick a button that sends that email to Salesforce automatically, and it records the contact. So it saves a little bit of time. But what it means is that there's always a record of every email that's been sent to that person. So if I was to be off sick or something like that, and somebody else had to get in touch with them, they can go back through those records and see the conversations that have been had. It also means that, because I talk to a lot of schools, I might have forgotten some of the things that we discussed. So it allows me to go back through and just check what I've said and what maybe my colleagues have said to them as well. So very, very useful. It can also allow me to record documents. If I send any documents to places, I also upload those to here. And I think that's probably about all I really need to go through with you at the moment. So all of the things on there, hopefully that just illustrates how that stuff works in a real life scenario.